When they ask you, how are you going to support these children because you are poor, you must tell them their father Malema will support them when he takes over this government. So it's very important that children are well fed, and children are children, and they don't have to become adults even when they are young, because they have to go work in order to get food. People say, when you are poor, why do you make children? I was born by a poor mother, but she did not die poor because she gave birth to me. Who said when you are poor and you give birth to a child, that child is going to die poor? What if this child is the one who's going to change this family and make this family a better family? If my mother had followed a silly argument that because you are poor and you are a domestic worker, don't make children, she would have died poor, because there will not be Julius Malema. So stop saying no, because you are poor, don't make children. One of these children might be the one who's going to stop a generational curse in this family. But when we make children with our own bodies, whose problem is that? Why do you concern yourself with our problems? Let me have my own problems, I'll deal with them. My body is none of your business. I decide what I do with my body. I don't understand why a child comes from a poor background. The mother is on SASSA. The father passed away. When he arrives at the university, they say, give us your mother's ID. They take it. They punch the ID. They say, no, fine. Pay 4,500. He says, my mother can afford. He's a beneficiary of SASSA. They say, okay, go back home to do an affidavit. How can government send children home to go and do affidavit? The same government that is giving my mother SASSA says it doesn't know if my mother gets SASSA. Because university is government. The systems must be linked. When you punch my mother's ID, it must say SASSA beneficiary, and automatically I get into the university. And you know what is even more painful? Is that they ask you for a death certificate of your father, after they are the ones who issued a death certificate and said your father is dead. After that they ask you, is he dead? Yes. Go and do affidavit to prove that he's dead. I must go do affidavit to prove that government said my father is dead. How can they say this person is dead and then ask me to come and do an affidavit to confirm?